Show off. Do it again.
Satisfy your cravings.
For you.
Just one quiet day.
Time to
Not
get
too much to ask for?
good, because I could always use more. Go work another shift at Xenofresh and meet with your contact. Then bring me back that package.
If the gangs can keep from killing each other, I just...
Something for you.
Thirsty. Emotionally. It was good to have a full line of equipment and antics. This week's all your hectic needs. Package
I used to be an actor. You're out there a lot, right?
You might want this.
Craft, one batch. 1 minute starting now.
finally off shift.
Assembly
Time to swing by
complete.
Legrand's and get blended.
Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now.
I've never been that do-it-yourself.
Assembly complete. Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now.
I've been working at Xeno for years. And I've only seen Bayous visit the factory once.
Shift complete.
All those years of college? Totally paying off.
Ugh, if I have to eat one more tube of troll for lunch, I'm going to puke.
Another day, another ship. Oh no, I happened to transmit some coordinates to you. My bad. I wonder what's over there. I'm up for doing this again. Bye.
Ah, my friend. Thought you'd never ask. Here, all yours.
Another day, another shift.
Take some time to relax. Too long for distractions. Lot to do.
Not sure if
Package will satisfy your cravings.
You good?
Ranger.
You look like you could use a drink. Hell, you keep this up and we will both be
Excuse me?
Howdy. Hey there.
Hello. Yes.
I've got
What's up?
cases of blend ready to sell. How many you want? You're not from Insect. If you've got... Sure you don't want some extra... Well,
Layla City's hostile wildlife is outside the walls. But Neon's hostile wildlife is certainly within them.
Good, because I could always use more. Go work another shift at Xenofresh and meet with your contact. Then bring me back that package.
Yeah. Chef's school?
From the city. You are the best, and you just... Serve the best. We are the Emporium, and
Stock up on their discount stuff and...
Chaos. That's in a nutshell. Sometimes delightful, sometimes bewildering, sometimes stressful.
Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now.
Can't believe another worker got hurt on the chasm blast line.
Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now. Assembly complete. Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now.
I'm no user, but I swear, working near Aurora makes me hallucinate.
I wouldn't give for just
Nice to see you again.
of sunshine.
Oh no, new coordinate. Don't let the bastards get...
Can this wait? I need to wash the fish smell out of these clothes. You didn't hear it from me, but Supervisor Gurov's got her own Aurora deals going on.
They don't pay me enough to stick my hands in fish.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet...
Nobody listens to me. I found it. It's mine. So back off. Why would I do that? Huh? Not happening. I'm starting to think you're right. I don't want to be no thief. Take your damn package. Nobody listens to me.
I understand why people settled here, but it's not really my style. Feels more like a trap than a diversion to me.
Just another lousy day in the... You look like you could use a drink. Hell, we all could. Ah, wonderful! Super A+, partner. We keep up like this and we will both be living very large. Yannick could always use...
Take it easy.
I think I got them... What do you call them? Horns? Yeah, I got corns. Varun weapon, huh? Nasty.
Hi.
Yes? What?
Ah, here for some blend? Can't blame you. Best drink in the settled systems.
Nah, not today. Just picking up some beers.
Oh, well, suit yourself.
Hey there.
Folks in Neon have a rough time. They need to balance a potentially healthy trade with the interests of those who want to cross
because
the line
I could
for
always
incredible
use
profit.
more. Go work
Difficult to
another
say the least.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. You don't...
Craft, one batch. 1 minute starting now.
Guess what I'm not having for dinner? If you
Assembly
seafood, you
complete.
win a prize.
Craft, one batch. 1 minute starting now.
Ugh, finally off shift. Time to swing by Legrand's and get blended.
Assembly complete. Craft, one batch. 1 minute starting now.
If this adventuring thing doesn't pan out, you could open your own shop.
Yeah, I'd rather be cleaning fish than running.
Assembly complete. Shift complete.
It's a living, right? Hey, Riley. Oh no, I happened to I wonder what... I'm up for doing this. Hello.
motivated by all sorts of things, even things that aren't necessarily good for them. Otherwise,
like
nobody would be on Neon,
Wonder.
I think.
Take it easy.
I'm not.
Hello? Yes. Can I help you? Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. You say that, but Seoka aren't exactly pushovers when it comes to this sort of thing, so you better watch your ass. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck. I'm not telling you a thing. I've already reported what I saw to security. Stop wasting my time and leave. Your presence is bad for business. There's nothing to tell you. Get it through your skull. Civic duty? Do you really believe that nonsense? Listen, I don't want anything bad to happen. You'd better be right. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Oh my god, enough! I'll tell you what I know, if it'll get you to leave. I saw it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the ocean. Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security. For my efforts, I was rewarded with a gun to my head and threatened with death if I didn't keep silent. It was hard to hear over the commotion, but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his attacker Russell and Rusty a few times. From what I could gather, the attacker was after credits and Thomas refused to give him any. After that, well, Thomas went for a swim. God, no. I've seen him around here and there, but if he ever were to come into my shop, I tell him to leave immediately. In fact, I would never even talk to someone like him. I have no business dealing with petty criminals or Aurora addicts. Where else would someone like him be, He stays at the sleep crates near Madame Sauvage's place. In any case, when you confront him, my name cannot be mentioned. I very much dislike sharing Thomas's briny fate. And with that, I must insist you leave me in peace. That is, of course, unless you'd like to make a hefty purchase. Welcome to the Emporium. I'm sure you'll find that... It was good to have you in my shop. Farewell.
Hey, buddy, why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out, yeah? End up in the ocean? What the hell are you... Wait, no. He told me that everything was taken care of. No one would know. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident. A friend, an old buddy in security. But that's all you're getting from me. I'd rather take my chances with you than with him. Why else? I needed some creds for Aurora, and everyone knows he and his wife run that shitty little shop. All they do is rip people off. He was bound to have creds. I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that. Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a rat. Listen, I messed up, I know that. But nothing can change what's already done. Just let me go and I'll disappear forever. No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just... come on, just let me go. No, I can't let that happen. Why couldn't you just let me go?
Oh yeah? Love it. Let's go. We'll find a use for that stuff.
Scram, I'm on duty.
Just thank you for doing this. And please, be careful, please. Tell me everything you know. I want to hear it all. I knew it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him? Rusty. I believe he was one of the Generdyne workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things, vandalize, or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well acquainted with Rusty and his so-called friends. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? I just never thought things could go this far. So, what did you do with Rusty? Good. And good riddance to him, too. An eye for an eye and all that. I'm not the type to wish death upon anyone, but he deserved worse for what he did to my Thomas. And about security. Did you find out which officer is behind the cover-up? It's for the best, I suppose. Going after security is suicide for us both. Knowing the truth is vindication enough. In a weird way, I'm relieved? No, that's not the right word. I guess I'm just glad that I know the truth, even if it won't bring my husband back to me. I never would have figured out the truth without you. I have credits for you here. Oh, you're so sweet. In any case, please know how grateful I am that you helped me. You're the only person to ever show kindness to me in this city. And now that I know the truth, I can try to focus on healing. Thank you for everything, from both myself and Thomas.
If the Lodge wasn't here, I probably wouldn't be here all that often. Don't get me wrong, Atlantis is lovely. It's just sort of predictable.
Read any good books lately?
After that business with the turmoil, it's good to get back to small crimes and petty thieves. Ah, Captain. It's good to see you again, under much calmer circumstances. You wouldn't be here about the job, would you? Might not be worth your time, considering your rank. Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave, Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested? All right, Captain. Just keep in mind, this isn't going to involve your usual level of excitement. No mind-altering terramorphs and explosions in the spaceport. Just simple, good old-fashioned police work. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details. Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation's stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works. See you later.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this. Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but
It seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me? Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
Go for a cup of coffee right about now.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me?
We never, ever talk about work. Or any...
Yeah, it was. Weird, right? Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
It'll be a spacesuit.
Administration, if you ever find yourself with a hotline, it's important that the people of the United Colonies can trust their primary source.
My source is back. Here to report anything else? What a sordid mess. We've got some other sources we've been interviewing, but I'd love to get your take on the record.
So there was a mercenary company, the First, and they were involved in taking farmlands from Freestar Collective families. Extortion, death threats, murder, all of it. Is that right? Good to know. So all of that? Terrible. But Ron Hope, the Ron Hope, was involved with it at the highest level. All of that suffering was a plot to save Hope Tech from going under using the side effects of a fertilizer he developed. Let me be blunt. The other sources say you killed Ron Hope. Is that correct? And all that money didn't help in the end. After all of that, the future of Hope Tech is an open question. Their stock has already taken a beating. Not sure if it's going to go into freefall. Any comment? For what it's worth, I'm rooting for them too. Thanks. If you listen to the news, you'll definitely hear this. And, maybe try not to ice any more CEOs. Just a thought. You have that look in your eye. What's the scoop? Hope to see you again.
Bulk items may require multiple levels of approval and can take up to several weeks for an official response. We apologize for any delay. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon. Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it? Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we? Pleasure doing business with you. Oh, well, certainly. Back to it, then.
Problem?
I really do need that additional data. So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. What a relief. Now, let's see. This is... well, it's... oh my. It's a good thing you brought the biosensors to me when you did. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once. Yes, I must admit it feels good to be vindicated. People can be so stubborn when it comes to plant life. It takes a botanist to truly understand that the well-being of plants is directly tied to the well-being of humans. But I digress. Let's get back on track. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be, well, disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation. Let's hope that MAST takes these findings seriously. Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors. The data from the biosensors speaks for itself.
There are always about a million things to do. And I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry. I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there. You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and, maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
The Trade Authority seems to be doing just fine for themselves, unsurprisingly.
It's cliche, but it's true. Everything has a price. And whatever it may be, I can afford it.
Box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of field attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why don't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
Keep it close. Never know what might happen down here.
I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself. Well, not everyone would be, and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So, that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain, but if not, then this is where we part ways. So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly? Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything. Okay, I can do this.
You see any heat leeches? You've got our permission to take care of them. Things are dangerous, apparently.
A visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. But you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back. Is Mast outsourcing its help now? How droll. Do you mind? This is my private office.
This was pretty low on the list of things I wanted to do today. Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what.
Relax. She's not going to want to get blood all over this nice clean floor.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay? Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
Miss Reyes. I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you, I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box?
Activity. Is that clear?
That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
Should be just nearby. Adequately done. Miss Reyes and I have both noted that the next node in this trace is not on any of the current diagrams. We'll have this solved in short order.
She means it's not in the well. It's somewhere on the surface. Which technically means it's not my responsibility.
However,
we agreed that we all like to see this through. If you head topside, I'll pull up the diagrams with you.
Miss Reyes is still collecting diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs, but I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.